this lesson, we're going to be looking at how to bust out that pentatonic rut. I know a lot of students who say to me that they've been playing pentatonics for years, often stuck in position 1, maybe venturing into other positions, but kind of sounding the same all the time, feel like they're doing the same lines, and then a little way into the solo they're thinking, what else do I do? And I'm sure a lot of you will relate to that. So this video is all about that. Okay, so it's thinking about doing things in a different way. So in a nutshell, we're going to be thinking about the chords rather than the key. So by that I mean this chord progression is in the key of G major. We've got a G major chord, a D major chord, an E minor chord, and a C major chord. So it's a 1, 5, 6, 4 progression, because they're built off the first, the chords are built off the first, the fifth, the sixth, and the fourth notes in the G major scale. Now a lot of guitarists would see this in the key of G major and think, right, I'm just going to play G major pentatonic across the top of all of it. Fine, that's totally fine. They would often relate that and think, I don't like soloing in majors, so I'm going to relate it to minor, and I think E minor pentatonic, again, fine, there's a few issues with that, but we'll save that for another video. So they might start off in E minor position 1, doing little ideas like that. Now that's fine, it's going to work totally fine, okay? You might run out of ideas doing that though, and also you're going to be playing some notes that aren't specific to the chords, or not highlighting the chords well enough, unless you've got really like mega good ears. So the way I'm going to be talking about it is we're going to be playing out of the chords. So what do I mean by this? Well, let's demonstrate. So this G major chord to start off with. What you need to see in this G major chord is pentatonic position 2 within it. Now, by within it, this is what I mean, okay? If we think about these two notes, which I'm holding down with this finger barring, those two notes are in the scale. Yeah? This note here is within it. That note's in the chord. That note's in the chord. Yeah? So you want to see these notes in the chord within the scale, right? That's like massively important, because you want to play out of these notes. So there I'm thinking, I'm coming out a note of the chord. It's quite a caged approach as well. You can think of it like that. All right, so I'm tying those two things together. So then I move to the D chord. So what I'm thinking here is I'm just going to slide up 2 frets and use position 1. Nice and easy. And if you think about it, we've got D major here. We're playing B minor pentatonic over the top of it. Well, B minor's relative major is D major, so that's why it works. And that's a line I often use. I'll just slide from that and go. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 5 in terms of the intervals of D major. Might repeat it here, an octave higher. I could do position 5, which is under my fingers. That's totally fine as well if you want to do that, okay? But I like that. I like sliding up 2 frets to position 1. I find that nice and easy. Okay, then we're on this E minor chord. This is an A minor shaped bar chord now. So the rule is, across an A minor shaped bar chord, you use position 4. Now again, I'm seeing the notes of this chord within this scale. So this note here is within the chord and the scale. This note is, yeah. This one's in the chord. This one's in the chord. I can in fact play the scale out of the chord like this. So they're linked together. So that is how you've got to see it. It's really important. Then we go down to C major, and we just apply the same logic, because it's an A-shaped bar chord again, as we did to D major. So we slide up 2 frets, and then we do position 1. So the take home is across an E major shape bar chord, we use position 2. Across an A major shape bar chord, we use position 1, 2 frets higher. Across an A minor shape bar chord, we use position 4. It's under our fingers. Okay. The only one we've missed out, which we haven't done this shape in this progression, is an E minor shape bar chord. Well, that's easy. Say we're doing A minor. It's just position 1. I'm sure you all know that. So all you've got to remember are these 4 rules. Okay. E major shape bar chord, position 2. E minor shape bar chord, position 1. A major shape bar chord, move up 2 frets, do position 1, and A minor, I think they're A minor shape bar chord, position 4 is under your fingers. All right, so that will allow you to solo across these chords in a much more interesting way. The notes that you're playing will be tied a lot more closely to the chords, and therefore will make your solos sound a lot more melodic. When you listen to solos by guys who sound really melodic, think, oh, that's sweet, really nice choice of notes. Often they're doing this sort of thing. You know, you might have heard it as chord tone soloing, right? You can call it what you like. It doesn't matter. Chord tone soloing, cage soloing, you know, these are all just labels. But on a harmonic level, what's happening is you're following the chords very closely, playing a lot of chord tones and other notes that are going to sound harmonically very strong against the chords. So that is a really cool thing to do. Now, obviously, don't just use it across that chord progression. Try it across all sorts of chord progressions. A lot of songs you can play with those 4 basic bar chords. So that means that you can play these ideas across them. And also don't feel, right, I'm not going to do my soloing in E minor across the G major in position 1 anymore. That's fine. Work between the 2. Maybe a couple of times round you're following the chords like I just showed you. Then a couple of times round you just go back to doing E minor pentatonic, thinking of it as G major. That's fine too. You can mix them both together. All right, so have fun with that. Enjoy.